piano. In today's video, I want to introduce and discuss the use of dynamic nuance in a piece called Die Zufriedenheit by the composer Daniel Gottlob Türk. And this shows up as a level 2 piece in the Royal College of Music, or is it Royal Conservatoire? It's anyway, RCM level 2 from 2015. So most of it is in A minor. Right before the cadence to the first half, it does a quick little modulation into C major, and then it goes back to A minor. So let me go over that. You start off with a 1 chord in A minor, then a 7 diminished chord, and then back to a 1 chord, to a 5 chord. Oh, I'm sorry, a 1 chord, then a 4 chord, which is DFA, to a 5 chord. Then you have a 5 chord. And then here in C major, if you want to start the modulation right here, you add a 6 chord, which is the 1 chord in A minor. And then you have a 5 chord, G, B, D, F, C, and then, so it's 1, 5, 1 there at the end. And then after you do the repeat and everything, then you're back into A minor. Sorry. Oh no, wait a second. What did I do here? Okay, now we've got the 7 chord of, we're in A minor. It's a 7 diminished 7th chord of the 4 chord in A minor, which is DFA. Then you have a basic 7 chord going to the 5 chord. 1 chord, 7, 1, 5, 1. So generally speaking, whenever you have an interesting harmony like a 7 chord, or a 7 of something chord, or a 5 of something chord, you can anticipate that you'll be able to use a little bit of getting louder, a dynamic nuance level of getting a bit louder. And then when things resolve, a little bit softer. Also, if you've got ascending melody lines, it often is appropriate to do a bit of a crescendo, mostly within the dynamic level that you're in. And then descending lines would be a decrescendo. And so then this rather follows what happens naturally when you're singing, because you need more support for the higher notes and you get a little bit louder there, and it just feels very natural and musical when you do it on the piano. I chose to start off with a mezzo piano for the first 4 bars, and I've got a little crescendo in measure 4 from the, do a little bit of whoop there, and then I do a mezzo forte for the last 4 bars with a little decrescendo there. Then in the second half I start with a mezzo forte just because I feel like it, and also because you're still in, you got the secondary dominant, or the 7 of the 7/7 of 4, and then a little crescendo, and that's cadencing on a 5 chord, which is kind of leaves you hanging, and then I drop back to a mezzo piano for the end. So here, I'll try not to talk too much, I'll play it one more time. So mezzo piano, more or less. Mezzo forte. Just kidding. And that's where you've modulated to C major, so that's kind of, we want to bring that out a little bit. Then we got the mezzo forte here because of your secondary 7th chord. Bit of a crescendo here.